So, if you're into mobile gaming in any form, whether it's casual or a little bit more intense, I think I just found the perfect mobile game controller for your iPhone. It's versatile, modular, has the perfect button layout, and fits in the palm of your hand. Let's talk about it. But now, before we continue, if you do enjoy videos like this one, where we review some awesome iPhone accessories, consider subscribing to the channel and help us get to 1 million before the end of the year. But now, let's talk about this controller. So let's get right into this, everybody, and give you guys my hands-on look on this thing. Now, I will say that I've already unboxed it. I've actually used this for about 2 weeks now. I went on a trip to Florida, and it was a perfect kind of testing ground for this game controller, as you can see right here. It comes in a bunch of different colors. I think it comes in 6 different ones. They were nice enough to send over the orange one to kind of match the cosmic orange. It's not a perfect match, but as you can see, it's still orange nonetheless. And then they also sent over their kind of retro. If you guys remember from back in the day with the Game Boy Color, you have that atomic purple right here, which is one of the coolest colors. And then they have a bunch of other ones like a halo green, a white one, a phantom black. So there's colors for everybody to choose from. And I think the only one that isn't available right now is that halo green color. Otherwise, this is ready to go. But again, I was able to use this for an extended period of time. I used it on a flight to Florida, there and back, which is about 2.5 hours. So I spent a good 2 hours and 15 minutes each way playing with this thing to see exactly what the process was like. But to give you guys a layout of what exactly you got going on here, this is going to be the game controller. Now, yes, it is small, it's compact, it fits in the palm of my hand, as you can see right here, and that's the point. Of course, out there's gonna be more ergonomic type of controllers, but this is gonna be for those people that are on the go, that wanna have something compact, and something that's not gonna kind of be a nuisance to bring with you at all times. Because again, this fits anywhere that you wanna go. It's super lightweight at only 55 grams, and here's the button layout. You have your D-pad right here on the left-hand side, you have 2 joysticks, which are awesome, as you can see. Moving them around, moving this one around. You have your 4 X, Y, B, A buttons, so it works great for not only the Game Boy Color games of the world, if you're going a little bit more retro, but also works great for anything else, like an Xbox style game, a PlayStation style game, everything in between. You have your plus and minus buttons over here, which is your start select. You have a home button, and then you have your mode button. And then you also have some triggers on the top. You have a ZR and an R, and also if you hold both of them at the same time, it acts as a third trigger, giving you like a R3 or an L3 as well. So if you are playing a game that requires a third type of trigger on either the right or left hand side, you press both of them together in order to get that function. Then if you look around here, you do have a USB-C port right here to charge up. I will say it does not come with a USB-C cable, so again, they're assuming that you have your own USB-C cable, but it does come with a nice little lanyard in there, as well as this little piece right here, which we'll touch on in a second, but that's what you get right there. Then on the side, you have your pairing button and also your on and off button. So you long press on this to pair it up. You press it also to get the light indicators to see how much battery you have. So you have your 3 light indicators, and this is rated for about 12 hours of straight use. And again, I was able to go to and from Florida. It's still on a single charge, which again, should be more than enough. And after about 10 seconds not being in use, it'll go and kind of go into the standby mode and eventually turn itself off. And that worked great to conserve a lot of battery life. But that is going to be the overall design of the M4 magnetic gaming controller. But the secret sauce here is going to be this magnetic ring holder. So again, when you get in the packaging, it kind of comes like this, nice and in a little compact package. You can see that there's a little nub right here that's going to be used a lot in the process of kind of connecting everything. And there's 2 placeholders here for that nub as well. So when it's not in use, you can kind of place it like this if you want to, or again, place it here, and you might be able to see just how strong these magnets are. This piece right here has to be the strongest magnet that I've ever used in any iPad or iPhone accessory, bar none. So again, that's good. That's going to be fantastic to have moving forward. And then the way that you kind of set this up, at least physically, is you kind of take this off, you flip it up, and then you have the game controller ready to go, and you mount your iPhone or any other MagSafe or cheap 2.2 compatible phone, and then you just grab your iPhone, place it on here, and you have a game controller. Now, the first thing you might notice here is that you can't actually play in vertical mode. So for those people that want to maybe have like a Game Boy Color experience in vertical mode, this is not going to be the situation. Again, you can kind of maybe squeeze it out there. I'm using an iPhone 17 Pro for reference, so if you have a Pro Max, it can be a little bit tougher. But again, this is mostly made for that landscape-oriented gaming, which is still going to be great even for the retro-style Game Boy games because it really kind of exemplifies what it should be like. But let's turn this on and connect this thing. So let's long press on here. It's going to do its thing. It's searching for my iPhone. I've already pre-connected it, so it's going to connect automatically. Go into the settings here. We'll go to our Bluetooth, and you can see that I have the Pro Controller connected right there. And now this works for any game that supports any type of game controller. So the first one I'm going to show off is going to be Retro Bowl. So I play this game a ton. It's in Apple Arcade. They have a bunch of different versions of it. Let's flip this up this way. So you can just press here, and of course you can see that I am playing very normally. Again, you can see that for this game specifically, they kind of give you all the lowdown on how to actually play this game, and it works fantastically. So if you are playing a game that requires any type of D-pad controller or any type of Again, moving around, as you can see, I'm moving my character around, and it works great. Overall, I play this game a ton with the game controller, and I continue to do so because I'm able to really see it through. So if I go back here, we'll throw a pass real quick. Hopefully it's not intercepted. It is intercepted, but as you can see, and the games that I mostly play aren't quick twitch games, right? I'm not going to be playing Call of Duty. I'm not playing Fortnite. I'm not doing a battle royale and things like that. But for the games that I play, it's more than enough. Another great example is going to be in Delta Emulator. So if I pull up, let's say something like my Emerald Legacy, flip it this way, the first thing that I'd love to see is that the actual on-screen controls are gone because it realizes that I have a game controller connected to it. So there's no need to take up space on the screen for the on-display screen controls, and this thing just works wonderfully. I mean, this has got to be my favorite use case, playing a Pokemon game, being able to kind of just go around, see my party. As you can see, little to no latency whatsoever. Going to see my Pokemon, right? It's just an awesome thing to have when you are using this. And then depending on the type of game, again, I'm using a Game Boy Advance emulator here, so if I press the Y button, which doesn't really exist on a Game Boy Advance, it brings up the menu for Delta Emulator, so if I want to maybe play a little bit faster, I press resume here, and now I'm moving a little bit quicker, and I'm able to play my game very easily, as you can see here. So this is going to be my biggest use case. It's going to be for playing Pokemon, it's for Game Boy emulators, for maybe even a DS emulator as well, which is great to have. And I've been loving using this for this instance. And then another cool thing here, especially for those other games that maybe aren't the Delta emulators, so if I go back to Retro Bowl, maybe this is getting a little too heavy in my hand and I want to place it down. This is where the modularity comes into play. So I can actually fully remove this. So this ring, like I said, is removable and has a built-in kickstand here. So I put it on my iPhone, slap it on the back of my iPhone, lay it down this way, and now I have a wireless game controller set up that I can use on the go however I see fit. And this is going to be great for the people that just want to play in tabletop mode. So here I am, playing in my tabletop mode. I'm going to throw this pass. Ooh, intercepted again. But again, you can see this being a very tabletop mode, very console-like, and it makes it feel like you have a console in your pocket, which is the best case scenario for the situation. And this does support things like being able to connect to a Nintendo Switch. So imagine this with a Nintendo Switch, which is exactly what the experience is going to be like. And just moving forward, it's a fantastic use case. And then when you're done, all you do is you long press on here to turn it off. Give it a second. It turns off. Fold this up, remove it. And then I can either put it in my pocket if I want to, put it in a bag, or if I want to, I can kind of keep it on here if you just want to kind of keep it there. Again, this doesn't have any pass-through charging or anything like that because it's not using anything or any type of Qi charging. The battery in here is going to be for the battery just for the controller and not for the iPhone, but it is good to know that this is going to be the entire package if you want a game on the go. And I love how it fits, again, perfectly in here when I am using the 17 Pro. I'm not a big fan of things that kind of protrude over the 17 Pro and it's kind of made for the Pro Max, but again, this is perfectly made for that 17 Pro. And I'm going to give this recommendation because I just love the form factor, the usability, the versatility, and the modularity of it all. But let's finish with the video and talk about pricing. Now that would just about do it for this video, everybody. As you saw, there's a lot to like about the abxylute M4 game controller because it does everything that you would want it to, right? It's modular, it works in tabletop mode, it works in handheld mode, it comes in a bunch of different nostalgic colors, it works with a bunch of different gaming facets or platforms like the Delta emulators of the world. You can use it on your Switch, you can use it as a Bluetooth controller with other systems, and again, it's just a very well-rounded accessory that if you are on the go, fits perfectly in any pocket, any hand, any backpack, any purse, and everything in between. So if you're looking for a new mobile game controller, a gift for someone, then I think look no further than the M4 by abxylute, their mobile game controller, and at $49, I think it's priced extremely competitively. But that'll do it for this video. If you guys do want to check out more videos like this one, check out one of these right here, and if you made it to the very end, leave a little dolphin. Until next time, I'm Fernando. Peace, everyone.